is match day in the Premier League, the biggest of the biggest opening fixtures ever. Not ever. This particular season. Manchester United versus Arsenal. And here is my match preview. Here's my match preview. Is everything I have to say about that game. Maybe at the end I might give my prediction, but this game was going to be a very big one. Now, many Manchester United fans are not afraid of this Arsenal side. They are not afraid because they feel like last season they went toe to toe with you guys, and this season they've signed attackers, they've signed players, and they feel like Arsenal will be Arsenal, stuff like that. And then Arsenal fans are saying we go deal with you now, Manchester United, we go deal with you now. We have Gyökeres, we go deal with you now. And of course, this game not go easy for both sides. It not go easy for both sides. I think that when Arsenal visits Old Trafford, it's a different matter. In 18 years, Arsenal have had just 3 wins. 3 wins in 18 years at Old Trafford. And in that 18 years, how Manchester United don't struggle. So, in over like 6-7 years, they don't struggle. But Arsenal still, they find out how to beat them for that Old Trafford. They find out how to beat them for that Old Trafford. Of course, they beat them last season there. But you know how they be. Manchester United and Arsenal have weaknesses. Let me start from Arsenal. I talked earlier on, if you follow this page, I talked earlier on that Arsenal have problems with handling counter-attacks. Arsenal have problems with handling counter-attacks. Some of the goals they considered last season, most of the goals they considered last season were from counter. Remember that Saliba red card against Bournemouth? It was a counter-attack, and Saliba pulled that guy back and then got that red card that he got. Arsenal have problems with dealing with counter-attacks. Arsenal are very good, with some of the, but counter-attack is one of the problems they have. Arsenal have issues with dealing with teams with low block. I don't know if Manchester United will set up a low block and want to counter. I think that's what Manchester United basically would do. They know they cannot go toe-to-toe in terms of possession-wise with Arsenal, so they want to sit back and then counter Arsenal. They have Ibrahim Mbemo, they have Kuma. These are fast players. And Sesko decides to start. If the coach decides for Sesko to start, of course Sesko will be starting. And you know how it will be for Arsenal when it's counter. I don't know if they're able to deal with it right now. I don't know, but we saw it against was it Villarreal or which match is that they struggled to handle counter attacks. So they still have that weakness, or unless we see something different today. For Manchester United, they have problems with dealing with set piece. Set piece has always been an issue, and they've not sorted it out. Yes, their midfield is not a possession-based midfield. So that's another weakness. It's not a possession-based midfield. So Arsenal, of course, have a midfield that can hold possession. They have Zubimendi, of course, and they have Rice. They have these are players that can hold possession. But Manchester United will struggle to hold possession for long. So it will basically be counter-attack for Manchester United. So Manchester United cannot deal with that. They have struggled. They struggled to deal with set piece. Remember that game against Fiorentina? It was set piece, corner kick that they considered. And Arsenal are very good. And yeah, Arsenal are good. Gabriel Deyer, now that they are weapon and the weapon in terms of set piece. Now, these are weaknesses. The strength of Manchester United will lie in that attack. Mbeumo and Kuma, if they both start together, and then Sesko, whoever starts, is going to be Ahmad, of course, is going to be joining the attack. He's going to be playing from that right wing back, but he's going to be joining the attack. We know how it is. Bruno Fernandes, the coach wants him to play more forward. He wants more forward, so he's going to be joining the attack too. Of course, there's Mason. These are players who I feel like are going to hurt Arsenal if Arsenal are not careful. For Arsenal themselves, they have Gyökeres, they have Saka, they have Martinelli. It's it's minus Gyökeres, it's just the same attack that Manchester United have been seeing over and over again. Although last season it was Merino, what's his name? Trossard and Nwaneri that started in that game that Arsenal drew 1-1, against Manchester United. So what are your predictions? What are my predictions? What are your predictions? I feel like this game, Arsenal will still find it, will still struggle at Old Trafford. It just some things are just there. There are some records. Unless at the end of the day they decide to prove us wrong. That's to prove us wrong, because but what we know, Arsenal will struggle at Old Trafford. And they predict a 2-2 draw in this game. I'm predicting a draw in this game. And it boils down to who escaped defeat. Last time I think it was Arsenal. Arsenal were very unlucky. Very lucky. No, sorry, Arsenal were very lucky against Manchester United. That 1-1 draw. Raya did a lot of saves. In this game now, I predict a draw, but who go come out with now they do for those people who say black thing go through your face you escape death. So who go survive that one? That's my prediction. I better leave your own for the comment section, and of course wait for my combined 11. Thank you. See you by 4:30.